Magic from Benzema allows Real Madrid to reclaim that leadership of La Liga in the city of Barcelona. Welcome back to El Merengue Culé. I hope you're having a great day. I know I am. Real Madrid just won 1-0 to Espanyol, and let me tell you, it was a very complex match, just like we had predicted. We saw an Espanyol team that jumped out there knowing that they had probably already been relegated, but boy, they fought with heart and courage. If anyone would have just looked at the standings, they would have said, oh, this is an easy game for Madrid. They got it in the bag, but it was not that way. Luckily for us, it took one lack of concentration by Los Periquitos and a disgustingly brilliant play by Karim Benzema to find Casemiro, who was able to break the deadlock and give Madrid that victory they needed so badly. Now let's talk about that infamous lineup. See, that went out there with one that was very similar to the one that I had predicted, with one key difference, which was Isco starting over Asensio like I had initially thought, and he actually had a very decent game out there. The front three, Hazard, Isco, and Benzema, were playing very tight up in the field, with the two wingers, Hazard and Isco, getting more of a free role, being able to wander around the field, to have more creativity and create a bit of confusion in that Espanyol defense. Now, who remembers when I said concentration was the key to this game? Now, let me tell you, within the first 5 minutes, I was about to slit my veins. In those 5 minutes, we went out there doing exactly the opposite. We were losing balls left and right and allowing Espanyol to get really dangerous counterattacks, two of which could have easily ended in a goal had Courtois not come up with a big save or Carvajal had one big deflection for us. Soon after that, Madrid was finally able to wake up and played a lot more of a serious game. So overall, this game actually reminded me a lot of the way Barcelona has been playing lately, which is they dominate the games. They have 70-75% possession, yet they're not able to create very much in the attack. They get there and the other teams are commonly parking the bus, just like this Espanyol team did today. And they don't have off the ball movement, they lack creativity. So that is a big part of what I saw today, with us not really being able to create many serious goal scoring opportunities throughout the majority of the game. And surely, as the game went on, you started to get a sense of frustration in that Madrid team. They were very tempted to just start pushing up and start being reckless. You start seeing Ramos make those deep runs from back in the defense into the box that often end up in us losing the ball and getting countered and then not having him back there to defend. But it wasn't until Benzema had a moment of inspiration as he beautifully brought down a ball that was headed by Ramos in the box and out of nowhere invented himself a back heel through the legs of the Espanyol defender that somehow fell to a Casemiro that appeared out of nowhere, and Casemiro showed absolutely no mercy in front of the keeper, burying it into the back of the net. So this happened right at the end of the first half, but that second half started, and as the minutes went on, we had lost completely all intensity in the game. We were more complacent with the score, walking around, we were not working as hard anymore, and you could start to see an Espanyol that was growing in confidence. I hated the way we were playing that second half, and that's exactly how I lost the majority of my nails. You could tell Zidane was feeling the same thing, and he tried to change up the team by bringing the Brazilian duo of Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo, both on the left and on the right wings. However, this seemed to not really have much of an impact. Espanyol stayed really focused, really tight back in the defense, not really giving them much space to run into, which is basically like their specialty. And suddenly, Madrid found themselves in a moment of confusion. They were kind of stuck in between, should we go forward, risk everything, and look for that second goal that will kill off the game, or should we just kind of start sitting back, being a little bit more conservative, which also has its risks because that Espanyol side was starting to grow a little more confident. So that is where Madrid just didn't really know what to do. They looked out of options, out of ideas. Luckily for us, it was also an Espanyol side out there that looked tired, also looked out of ideas. They started kind of giving up, and they didn't really create much trouble for us, even though I still broke a sweat out there. My Man of the Match award has definitely got to go to Karim Benzema. Not only for that insane play that he pulled off, allowing us to score that goal, but I clearly remember late into that second half, Casemiro got fouled, and Karim Benzema took a notice of this, and he quickly starts running back to chase down that attacker, and doesn't only contribute by defending, but ends up actually winning the ball. And to me, that just showed the heart, the character, the ambition that Benzema really has for Madrid to win this Liga, which is exactly what we're going to need out of the rest of the team if we really want to win this league. And the not so player of the match award for me has to go to Eden Hazard. And this is me not really wanting to bash on him, but he just looked awfully quiet today. And yes, I know every time he was getting the ball, the Espanyol defenders were just coming, hitting him, fouling him left and right. And whenever you're coming back from injury, let me tell you, that really scares you. You feel like any little foul can injure you again. I've personally gone through that, so I understand where he's coming from, and I understand he has a lack of confidence right now, but he's really gonna have to step it up for us. In our coming games, we have some very tough opponents, and we're really gonna need him to step up and make a difference if we really want to aspire at winning this league. With that being said, let me know who you guys thought was our worst and best player down in the comments. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. In the end, we got a hard-fought win. This may have not been one of our prettiest games, but it sure is a game that wins championships. We have now finished a perfect week. We can go home with a smile in our face and get ready for this upcoming week, which La Liga could be defined as both Barcelona and Real Madrid play some very tough opponents. So yes guys, if you have made it this far, please make sure you hit that like button down below, subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest analysis here at El Merengue Culé. As always, have a great day and a la Madrid!